Hi everyone, this is Diane Hall from channelinglove.net, and I'm just going to do the readings for October 2021, but I just thought I'd do a quick collective introduction to talk about what I'm going to be focusing on. So as we've got Mars going through Libra for the whole of October and lots of planets in retrograde, I'm just going to focus on what it is that we need to really focus our energy on. So we've got a lot of energy that's asking us to be reflective, to rethink things, to refocus ourselves in some sense. And we've also at the same time got a huge amount of energy pushing us forward in a particular area of our lives. So it feels very powerful. It feels like a really big time of redirection and refocusing, and just having a lot of energy to galvanize ourselves again to start moving forward. It feels as if we've been a bit stuck in one particular area for a while and just kind of trapped like a deer in the headlights, thinking what's going to happen in the world, what's the world doing now, what can we really move forward with. And lots of shifts, lots of transitions, lots of changes for lots of us. And this focus for October is going to be on looking at where Mars is going to be giving you extra energy to make big changes in your life. So I hope you enjoy this, and just comment below and let me know, and have a great October. I think it's going to be very, very interesting, and it has the potential to be extremely powerful. Okay, bye. Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your reading for October 2021. Okay, so for you Sagittarius, the energy is going to be in your 11th house. So you're going to be putting a lot of energy out into your community, among your tribe. That could be an in-person tribe, or it could be an online tribe. And it's going to be as if you suddenly wake up and think, wait a minute, where's my tribe gone? What have I been doing? Why have I not been putting energy into this? Because it's as if, you suddenly get a push, you suddenly get a boost, you suddenly get a jolt. It's as if, you've been coasting for a while, treading water, and it just feels like a wake-up call, like something just calls you back to your mission, or to a group that you love, or something in your community that needs you. For some it's community activism. I've just heard something calls you, Sagittarius, in October to really start putting energy into community and belonging, a sense of belonging. Where do you really belong? Okay, so I'm going to shuffle some cards to see what's going to help you with that. I feel for some of you there's a little bit of fear as well. I don't know why. It just kind of it just felt like it. It felt as if you'd become a bit detached. And, I know that makes sense with the current reality of everything that's going on at the moment, that, perhaps a lot of us have felt a little bit detached from certain situations or people or groups or things that were, thriving before, or happening before, or felt good before. And there's a lot that needs to be tweaked and changed and reconsidered and reevaluated for you, Sagittarius, isn't there, in terms of where you belong and what really feels right and what's really going to make sense for you going forward. It's almost as if you almost want to be figuring out who your tribe is that you're going to really be going forward into the new phase of your life with. It feels big, it feels massive. So it feels not just as if you're putting energy into your community as it is, but it's also that you're putting mental energy into figuring out and understanding what your community really is, and what community means to you, and what your friend group means to you. What are friends? What is friendship? What's it about? What does it mean? On the other hand, you might also be putting energy into actually having a gathering of friends, or thinking that through, and also feeling, you've had to, maybe for the first time in a long time, really get to know yourself and get very quiet with yourself. And from that deeper place of self-awareness, you might want to create a whole new group around you. Or I can't explain what this is, but it feels as if For some it will be a spiritual group, for some it will be a new work venture partnership that is group based, or for some it will be group learning, something that takes you into groups of people. But there's definitely a sense of longing for community, or longing to define community and friendship and what all of those things mean to you in the month of October. So Sagittarius, what will help Sagittarius to get a greater sense of strength from community? I've just heard strength from community. What will help them? Okay, playtime. So Sagittarius, it's been heavy enough, it's been serious enough for long enough. It's time for you to find groups that you can play in. It's time for you to play. It's time for you to have fun. And yeah, I mean, if you look at the energy of this card, there are dolphins on it. They're swimming, they're playing, they're very much in the moment. They're not thinking, they're not worrying. They swim together, they play together, they have fun together. They don't question each other. There's nothing to worry about. And this is the energy that you're being asked to step into in October as you explore what community and what friendships and what groups mean to you. You're being asked not to overthink it too much, but to just dive in and embrace it, embrace that sense of companionship and that sense of belonging, because it's as if that's something that you really need to help heal you at the moment, and it's also somewhere that you're needed as well, that there are people who just need for you to be in that energy with them, that circle with them, and to bring your particular high-minded, optimistic perspective as well. I feel as if you really need community right now, but there's a community that also really needs you. So, you know, get into that space that feels good for you, and let it be a place where you can play and where you can be creative, where you can discover new things, and where you can just go with the flow a little bit more, right? Not too much thinking, not too much dynamism, not too much pushing striving, not too much pushing and striving. Yes, thriving, definitely thriving, lots of thriving, but not so much striving, just an openness and a sharing and a connecting and a communion and a community is what is going to be really healing and balancing for you, Sagittarius. So, okay. You've also got mother healing. So it could be that you're concerned about your mother. It could be that you're healing something related to mother energy, mother issues, having to feel that, you know, you need to mother yourself a little bit more, take care of yourself a bit more deeply. It could be that there's something in your childhood that's actually wounded your sense of belonging to community, you know, something going back to the inner child, where the inner child didn't feel safe in community or safe in groups. And it could be that that's one of the things that you're healing at the moment, and it could be one of the reasons that you're going into this deep questioning about what is community, where do I feel really good, what groups do I really feel good in, yes, what is my collective sense of belonging. What is that about? Where is that accurate? Where does that nurture me? What groups make me feel good and supported, and as if I can relax and be myself? And what groups actually support your true self, or the self that you are trying to become? It's as if there's a new self trying to emerge from within this mother healing, Sagittarius, because with healing the mother, you know, the mother is all about birth, isn't it? Being born. It's almost as if there's an opportunity for you to be reborn at the moment, reborn through this sense of you know, wanting to know where you belong. And when you're reborn, you want to also be reborn into the right community, the right family, the right structure, if you like, that feels as if it's going to be able to hold, be a container for, and support this new version of yourself, this higher and more healed version of yourself, that doesn't feel the need to compromise just to fit in, that doesn't feel the need to pretend to be someone you're not just to feel accepted, who's prepared to just embrace a new part of your consciousness, possibly a new phase of your life, a new way that you want to be in the world, and to therefore, you know, there's a part of you that's longing to just embrace and maybe even create another sense of community or a different way of relating to community. Yes, where you kind of show up and say, this is me. If you can accept that, great. If not, then I don't know. Maybe you're looking for a different kind of space to be in. Okay, so let's just choose one more for Sagittarius. Self-forgiveness. Okay, really important for you to let go of the past, because you've got two cards that are kind of connected to the past. You've got mother healing and self-forgiveness. So it's time for you to let go of any wounding or anywhere that you criticize yourself for things you haven't done, things you haven't become, people you haven't become, places you didn't go, whatever, the ambitions you didn't fulfill or didn't follow, or any of those things. And it's time for you to also allow yourself to be you, to be the you that you are. The you that you've become is valuable, I've just heard. Okay, so trust that. And in terms of partnerships, in terms of partnering with people, it's really important for you to be in a partnership that connects you to groups of people that feel good and loving and supportive as well, that actually match the you that you're becoming. So in other words, you know, if it's an emotional partnership, it would be nice if you could have shared friendship groups that actually mirror the new self. If not, then it's just something for you to notice, you know, that you need to create community in other places and spaces as well, because it's really just a time for you to be focusing on that and asking yourself what needs to happen. It doesn't mean that you throw the baby out with the bathwater. It doesn't mean that things need to change in a dramatic way. It just means that perhaps in other spaces in your life, you need to create other groups and other kinds of community. There could be for some of you a spiritual longing as well, a longing to kind of put down roots in a spiritual group somewhere, or to just look at, you know, what you believe and you know, reconnect with that as well. Okay, but definitely it's about community. Let's pick. Nope, they're saying no, that's not the card. All right, I'm going to pick a couple of cards from other decks for you, Sagittarius. What does Sagittarius need to know about where to find community, about where they belong, about what really feels good, what groups to put their energy into in October? There you are. True love. Wow. Sagittarius, you've got a lot about healing the past, letting go of the past, forgiving the self and loving the self as well. Because, you know, this card where she's there, she's looking for love, and that search for love leads her back to the mirror. It's very powerful. And what I would say to you about that is that you are about to actually rediscover and uncover a very deep and beautiful and magical and possibly temporarily lost part of yourself that's going to make it very clear to you where you belong and what groups you need to foster, create, find, yeah, and have in your life. Okay, and embrace. All right, so that's it, Sag. I hope you enjoyed that. Hope you have a great October. Take care. Bye.